What is up, space pirates? This is your captain, the devilishly debonair Dr. Disaster, and I don't know about you, but I get pretty sick and tired of all these so-called professional journalists going around trying to convince me all the time that they aren't completely full of crap.
Trust me.
No.
Yeah, nobody trusts these arrogant schmucks at all any longer, which is why this second iteration of Gamergate appears to be going so favorably for the gamers. And a belief that journalists are full of shit these days is completely warranted for reasons that we are going to take a look at in a minute here, because they've compromised their integrity to protect Sweet Baby Inc. once again. Journalists clearly all have an obvious agenda, and they all lie constantly and omit facts in order to get their way. Now, I managed to obtain footage of one of these journalists expressing his feelings during this new Gamergate. Pay strict attention. This is them at the height of their powers to articulate. Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. But let's take a look at one of these jackanape journalists have been up to, shall we? In what way have they compromised their integrity to smear people who disagree with them this time? Well, Bounding into Comics breaks it down for us here. The headline of this article reads, "The Verge's Ash Parrish admits her Sweet Baby Inc. defense piece ignores how company employee called for harassment. Including this detail makes it seem like the inciting incident is on equal footing with what happened next."
What the hell happened to you?
Seriously, every time I read about stuff like this, I have to ask the question, what happened to make these people so awful? What makes them think they're doing good work by lying about shit? How can they justify what they do? And of course, the answer is simple. As we've been saying since the beginning of this Sweet Baby debacle, the online conflict went nuclear when Sweet Baby decided to attack gamers. Specifically, their employees attacked Cabrutus Rambo. The creator of Sweet Baby Inc. detected a Steam group which simply shows users which games Sweet Baby worked on. And by the way, you should join them if you haven't yet. They're well over 300,000 members now, but I would love to see it hit 400k and beyond, so I will leave a link in the description. But anyhow, Sweet Baby employees incited harassment of Cabrutus, and it was a Sweet Baby employee then who was put in Twitter timeout for harassing. But they don't want to admit this because it makes them look bad, as you will see.
Your Honor, I object!
And why is that, Mr. Reed?
Because it's devastating to my case!
Overruled.
Good call!
The article says, in committing one of perhaps the most blatant instances of journalistic dishonesty in recent years, it appears that in publishing a piece running defense for Sweet Baby Inc., The Verge's Ash Parrish chose to voluntarily omit the fact that the situation surrounding the company only garnered mainstream attention after one of its employees attempted to harass a critic because it would validate her opponent's arguments. We're going to skip down past the recap of the Sweet Baby scandal and go to where this writer tries to explain away her omission of facts. They have a screenshot of a Twitter message conversation between this writer and a Gamergator. The article details them saying, beginning their exchange with a justification for Kindred's actions, Parrish opened, "I don't agree that Kindred calling for the report of the Steam list, Cabrutus, the list creator, constitutes harassment."
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
She's not a journalist. She simply isn't, not in the traditional sense of the word. Journalists do not omit facts they don't agree with. They present information so that their readers or viewers can make up their own minds. Now, I suppose you could argue this was an opinion piece, but even then, what a shitty way to present an opinion by leaving out the inciting incident. That is like smacking someone in the face and then filming them as they beat you up in retaliation and then saying, "See, this is a violent monster that's attacking me." But whatever. Getting rid of that list was a discussion forum, 100 pages of threads filled with terrible crap, up to and including harassment, she accused. Getting rid of the list gets rid of that forum, and you'll see now, Steam cut that shit out. Those forums are gone, or at least they were last time I checked, and the list is still there. Without a hint of irony, the journalist then declared, "I'm not gonna fault Kindred for trying and halfway succeeding at getting a vector for harassment shut down." Turning to the claims regarding her omission of this instigating incident from reporting, Parrish next attempted to defend her lack of journalistic integrity by inviting the Twitter user she was talking to look at this event holistically, taking everything into account. She rambles on for a bit. Once again, this is just a recap of everything we've discussed before. If you want to read the full text of this, I suggest you click the link in the description after this video is done and read the full article, but we are skipping to where it says, "Does what Kindred did with his tweet warrant the response he, his boss, his company, journalists, and sympathetic developers received?" Parrish inquired. "No, not even close." Kindred said, "Hey, this sucks, let's take this shitty thing down and the guy who did it," and the response was death threats. As of writing, Kindred has provided no public proof of his having received any supposed death threats. And so, you run into this thing where including this detail makes it seem like the inciting incident is on equal footing with what happened next, and it's so not. It's so not.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Once again, this is just her opinion. She is clearly just trying to protect her buddies over at Sweet Baby any way that she can, and it's for reasons like this, ironically, that they are losing this online war so badly. Journalists are the arms dealers for the culture war. They like to stir up shit in order to make money, and they take a particular side because they are ideologues. And idiots too, I suppose. But I will leave it there. What do you make of what this person said? Is there any justification for leaving out the fact that a Sweet Baby employee incited a harassment campaign against Cabrutus Rambo, for which he was suspended from Twitter? Let me know your thoughts down below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.